Live from Gahanna, WGLH-TV presents Lincoln Live with Katie Bailey and Cole Furbizo.
Today, spring break starts at 2:50 tomorrow. Things to do around town.
What do you want to do in the future? Your path could be started today.
And a winning streak for one of our spring sports. Highlights and reactions.
Lincoln Live starts now.
Good morning, Lincoln, and welcome back to another episode of Lincoln Live.
Yes, you know, Katie, it was a little bit harder waking up this morning after getting to sleep in yesterday.
I totally agree, Cole, and I can't wait for spring break.
I can't agree more. But there is some exciting news in today's show.
Yes, today during 3rd through 7th period, there will be a career and job fair.
It is a great experience for students, and there is no age requirement to go to the event.
Some companies that will be attending is Custom Air, FedEx, Heartland Bank, and many more.
These local businesses have opportunities for students to begin after high school. Columbus State will also be there speaking about their various programs. But we have one organization here today, live in the studio.
The Franklin County Sheriff's Office hopes to add more young men and women to their ranks and will have recruiters at today's What's Next event.
And our Katrina Markle is here with Deputy Dwayne Turner to talk about the benefits of becoming a deputy with Franklin County.
Good morning, Katrina.
Good morning, guys. How are you today?
Good, here, take it away.
Thank you, and I want to thank you for coming over with us today. The first question I want to ask is if you could talk a little bit more about what it takes to become a deputy, what your team looks for in a candidate, and then what sets your department apart from other candidates.
Yeah, we have a few things we're looking for. I think enthusiasm is important, making sure you're happy to do the job that you're in. A heavy work ethic. We're looking for men and women with a heavy work ethic, and then most importantly, a positive attitude. That's very important. Some qualifications that we have is you have to be 18 years old. This is why we love to come to the schools, the high schools. You have to have a high school diploma and or GED, and then you have to have a valid driver's license. So those are some of the qualifications and things we're looking for in the department.
It's cool that they could be 18 and come over.
Yes, ma'am.
The next question I want to ask you is what you say to potential candidates that convince them that working as a deputy is a safe career option.
It is a very safe career option, in my opinion, because we go through extenuous training. We have a 10-week training academy that we harp on. We have an FTO program that's an 8-week period where officers shadowing you every day, showing you the ins and outs of the job. That way you're ready and prepared for what your career is.
It definitely seems like a safe option. If you could talk a little bit more about the effort to recruit more minorities and women, and why is that important to you guys?
It's very important to us. We have an initiative called the 30 for 30. We want 30% women in our department by 2030, by the year 2030. So that's a very important initiative that we have, as well as diversity is important to us, minorities as well. We want different backgrounds, different perspectives, different beliefs, and that brings relatability to the community that you're serving, so we value that extremely. So we also have 2 liaisons, Hispanic and Somali, because our Somali and Hispanic community is pretty big, so that helps us bridge that gap, per se, with those 2 communities. So.
Well, I hope you guys reach that goal. That seems like a good goal to have.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you for coming over today. Please stop by the fair if you can, and I'm going to toss it back to Cole and Katie at the news desk.
Thanks, Katrina. As the spring musical grows closer, the Build crew is hard at work preparing the set. While the performance is still over a month away, there is still so much to be done. Yesterday, members worked on constructing sliding walls, door frames, and updating old pieces from previous years. Despite the area being a little damp from all of the rain, much progress was made. We talked to Audrey Gillett to learn more about the importance of Build crew and their progress so far.
So today we are just working on our projects, and we just finished our first one and now we're on our second one, and we're just really excited to get closer and closer to the musical date. Build is really important because it just makes the whole set come to life, and the whole musical is just more interesting with our moving parts and lights and all the sound stuff.
Thanks, Audrey. And a reminder that there is no Build after school today. Gahanna Lincoln's Amnesty chapter is digging for change. Yesterday, Amnesty Club worked at Middle School East to dig out rocks and mud to create space for their rain garden. The club was momentarily interrupted by a hailstorm, but that didn't stop them from making progress. In the coming weeks, the club will be meeting on site. We talked to club members Jillian Author, Logan Day, and faculty guest Mr. Baldwin to hear how the dig went.
We're about 10 minutes into digging through that tarp, trying to get to the tarp and then past all the rocks. And then it started hailing really, really bad. And we had to go under those trees.
Okay, so I was loosening up the grass the rocks with the pickaxe. I got really muddy since there was water everywhere.
Because I thought with my background in construction and landscaping, I thought I could be of some help. And I love you kids, I know I'm just a sub, but I like kids in general and try to help out where I can.
Thanks. Hey Cole, do you have any plans for spring break?
Nope, just busy with volleyball. What about you?
I'm actually headed to Florida with my family.
Oh yeah, must be nice. My parents' spring break was last week and they went to Florida without me, so hope you enjoy.
Oh, okay.
Well, for those like me who are staying in town for break, our Maddie White and David Kermede wanted to go out around our city to find all the things to do.
Yes, they hit up all of our favorite local places around Gahanna.
Here's the story.
All right.
Hello, Lincoln. Start over.
Lincoln, I'm David Kermede.
And I'm Maddie White.
And today we are looking around Gahanna trying to find fun things to do around your spring break.
We know it's coming up, and everyone says there's nothing to do in Gahanna, so we are here today to prove this wrong.
We are breaking the stigma. So come along with us on our journey. We're gonna look at a bunch of ice cream places. We're gonna look at a bunch of places to go shopping. We're gonna go to a bunch of fun places to be. So come along for the ride. Okay. All right, first up is our local spot. We have Boca Cantina right here. It's a really good Mexican place. I really like it a lot. It's a good place. It's got some good tacos and stuff.
Creekside is home to so many restaurants and stores.
If you're still looking for a prom dress, Be Social is a store that has a huge selection.
Or if you're craving coffee, Uppercut Coffee is right next door.
And if you're looking for a place to eat, there are many restaurants for you to choose from.
So the really cool thing about Creekside is that it's actually connected to almost every single park in Gahanna, so it's really good for hiking, creeking, biking, almost anything you can think of, you can get to from Creekside. If you're looking to golf over break, just down this way is the Gahanna Golf Course. Next up, we have Glow Putt.
All right, Glow Putt is a really good idea if you want to bring some siblings places. It's a really solid date idea. It's pretty classic around Gahanna. So this is their newer location. It's pretty big. I've been in there and it's pretty nice.
It's actually a pretty challenging course, I will say. Costs about $10 per person, and at the end you can even win a free game to come back.
You could go to Stonehenge to see a movie.
There have been some new releases this month that are must-sees.
The new Kung Fu Panda movie, new Ghostbusters, and Godzilla vs. Kong.
Tickets can range anywhere from $6 to $10, so maybe head to an early showing for some discounted tickets. We ended our trip checking out some different ice cream spots.
And obviously, Grader's is the best.
David, we can't be biased.
David, we can't be biased. Gahanna has so many different options when it comes to sweet treats.
There's Grader's, UDF, Coldstone, Wits, and Rita's.
Oh yeah, Rita's might be my new favorite.
All right, special shout out to Rita's because they gave me a free ice because I filmed their store. So special shout out to Rita's. Go to them for your spring break.
Bye. First try.
Thanks. The Lions volleyball team is in a winning streak. Yesterday, the Lions defeated Delaware Hayes in 3 sets at their home court. Many players got into the game to pull off the win. A key contributor was Lucas D'Amatos with multiple assists across the board and a couple of hits to finish off the game. The Lions have 3 more games this week and are working at it to continue this winning streak. Here's Kafle Pearson with a recap of yesterday's game and how they're preparing for the rest of the week.
The sets were really close. It's our 5th conference match. I feel like we really played hard. Could have done a lot better, but we were there and we still swept them 3-0, so I feel like we did really good. For Saturday, really, for me personally, just put in a lot of effort, just have fun, just gotta have fun, win or lose. But we're looking to win a few matches, but hopefully, just like everyone has their best game and just has fun, like that's it.
Thanks. Our track teams are running more than usual. They hosted a tri-meet with 2 other teams, Reynoldsburg and Newark. Although it was cold and raining, the Lions still pulled off and got the job done. Scoring events were the 100-meter dash, 200-meter dash, 4x100-meter relay, 4x800-meter relay, 200-meter dash, and the 4x400-meter relay. After the meet, we talked to some runners about how they think the meet went.
Yesterday was kind of a progress meet. We came out, produced what we had to do, but it was cold and rainy, but we still persevered. A lot of the relays weren't the same. We kind of just switched them up, but we still came out on top. A lot of us PR, which is good, but it was overall kind of a good meet. It was a good show of our progress and our practice.
The meet was really good yesterday. We did really well as a team. Yeah, our team was very encouraging and helping out throughout the meet. I got first for the 100 and I got second. And we did good. Yeah, our team was really good and the 400 was great. The weather was a little cold outside, but overall it was a great meet.
Thanks. Well, Lincoln, that wraps up our show for you today.
Have a great day.
Bye.